Tuesday with a difference. Today is the 10th day in the month of December. We are 15 days away from Christmas. I said, let me say that to you guys so that you understand. Welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. Okay, I am Princess Joy Ayo Abu. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, Family and Values is a show where we talk about everything concerning your family. The show runs from Monday all the way to Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So you can always keep a date with us. We are streaming on our YouTube channel. We always beg you to turn on your notifications so you see these pretty faces on your screen. And yes, you can download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. And I will say very big shout out to our Star Times family and to Air. They are doing great. We all love you. Thank you for making Family and Values one of the best shows. We love you, we appreciate you. This week promises to be a very educative. Of course, yesterday we had a conversation that got a lot of people talking. And you know, one of the people that watched the show said, people just sit down and how do you choose your topics? Yes, that's why we are family. That's why we talk about those controversial topics that you don't want to talk about it on our show, on our fellowship. We'll discuss it. So stay back, don't go anywhere. We promise today to be another one where you didn't even go, where your mind did not go. Family and Value will bring it up to you. Okay, you know I'm not in the show alone. If you see me coming radiant, smiling, beautiful, happy, excited, aside the fact that I am Ayo, it's the season of joy and love. It's the season of celebration. I said it, bring in the hampers. I'm waiting. Just don't worry. Tag it. Just say Joy Abu to Galaxy Television. Princess. Just put the princess. My hamper will get to me. All right. It's season of love. Let love lead. And in that spirit of love, I want to present somebody I love. Somebody, that makes my heart smile. If I see her, I know that my breakfast and lunch is ready. Because if I share this, don't worry, let me do it for you. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about my partner, my own partner in this fellowship. Let's give it up for Mama Jenzi. Good morning to the show.
Maybe you can see positivity. No wala. So if you can see the positive sides of everything, you'll be able to live much better, richer, more promising. So when you see the better life of, the positive life of things around you, then you have, it's like the moment you see that beautiful things, you know what comes to your mind. Okay, let me give you a loud one now. Somebody just see a lot, bam, on your phone. You'll be wondering who sent this. You want to know who sent it. And it's by the name that you know, thank God. Yeah, this is a gift. This is not for business. This one is a gift. At this time, I'm getting this amount of money. So the same thing comes to your mind when you see positive sides of everything around you. You'll be able to see richer things, new, innovative, inspiring atmosphere and vibes start coming your way. You start planning towards Christmas, especially if it's an alert of gift for the season. Your mind will change. I'm going to give you a bag of rice right now. How would you feel? Joy is looking at me. How would you feel? I'm asking you at home. I'm not asking Joy because she just carry head up, call look before face. Someone just dash a bag of rice. No matter how rich you are, you're like, wow. Yeah, I can send this to the orphanage home. Oh, I can give this to some of the women in my church. Okay, the older ones, the elders, or the widows, or those you think, even because you have your own at home, you can always spread it around. So start from somewhere. Like you had the Betsy's home on Friday, that whatever you send down goes a long way. It goes a long way to someone's heart. Even if it's 1 cup of rice you are giving to your cleaner, maybe someone comes to clean your house, you can like 2 or 3, see, it goes a long way. You may think it's too small. Somewhere I was asking for a keg of vegetable oil in the market, Agege market precisely. 5 liters is about 19,000. That was 2 weeks ago. I wonder how much it will be now. 19,500. Just 5 liters. And I was wondering, I said, Madam, did you hear what I said? You know, and the woman said, yes, I heard you. How much you they sell bus? She said 4,000 something. It's been a while I've been to the market. I always send my daughter, you know. So I was like, this is what I was thinking this girl was not
to cheat you.
you know. So I was like, are you serious? But to God be the glory. We are here now, the season is here. My name is Olori Adejoke Adebide. In case you're just seeing me on your screen right now, and my friends call me Olori AJ. It's all about life, it's all about family, it's all about your well-being, it's all about who you are, what you represent, what is the significance of your personality to your society, to your community, to your home, to your friends, to your colleagues, in your profession. That's what we discuss here on Family and Values. Welcome.
Okay, welcome. Do we have birthday shout out? You know the thing here, you see this period. When I say I want to receive hampers, I mean it too. Because you know this particular period, if somebody give me 1 derica of rice, the way I will so thank you.
Don't worry.
The way I will so thank you.
We are going to be bringing to you what you can do this season.
Yes, had to give.
At
yes,
a very affordable. We are not trying to make it look. We are only trying to make it economical.
Yes.
The stage we are right now, we cannot do pass ourselves.
No, you cannot.
Don't go and start doing
don't go they do pass yourself. You know, we sang that song.
Don't go and start doing pass yourself.
Don't
I
try
am
it.
also in the clique with you. So that's why Family and Value is all about all of us.
It's all of us.
We are all
it's
involved.
family.
So
it's
if
family.
you cannot do AMPA, there are things you can pick.
A lot of things though.
And just
small
net
like
it,
this.
put nice ribbon and bow.
In fact, use net, tie it like this and give. Forget the one they are selling at the mini mart.
The one we go give Agatha Smith.
Yes.
Or a president.
We go do this.
We go do. Don't worry, we'll do it. You will love it.
And then we'll present it.
I will present it to you. So we are going to be
it.
teaching you that by God's grace, and you will love it.
But then another thing I want to say is let's not use this period as an avenue not to give. You know, some people will say, just like you said, 1 derica of rice can go a long way. No matter how little, you know, this period is a season. I said it that right from December 1st, I've been very excited. Just this joy, the season environment, the atmosphere is just bringing this inner joy inside. So let's share it. Let's go around. Let's go around. In your church, there is just one person that needs that 1 derica. In like you say, people that are clean for you, they will need something. Just one
you
thing.
can even buy seasoner.
Yes.
In part. And start giving it to people in your church.
Giving.
The one will collect.
Will collect.
If this one don't collect, give
and the one that will collect and still give another person, maybe they have enough. It's there, you know.
So there are so many things.
There are a lot of things. But do we have any birthday shout out this morning?
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating today.
Yes,
today
so
is the 10th of December. And 10 stands for double portion. So we pray double goodness, double blessings, double miracles, signs, praises, wonders, and abundance continue to overflow in all our homes as this season continues to come.
Amen. And you know, the roads are busy. For those of you that are planning to travel and to go out, please redeem camp. And this angle, this period.
Yes, so
just know the Holy Ghost and Shiloh. So know how to plan yourself.
Plan your way.
Plan your movements. If you don't have any business around Mowe axis, please just stay this side. And if you have business, they calculate your timing because there's going to be a lot of traffic and obey traffic rules. Please to all the commuters on that road. I know there are going to be road safety people.
Yeah, they're all going to be on the road. Please
obey traffic. We brought them here. They talked about safety on the road.
Do it right. Don't drop passengers where you are not supposed to. And make sure you are well parked because these are express.
Yes, it's express.
You can't start risking people's life. It's not just about you sitting behind the wheels and saying it's my vehicle. Please attend to them. Listen to them. Move to a very good location, park, and let them disembark from the vehicle. It's the best thing to do at the point in time because it's a season of beautiful things, jollification.
Yes, so jollification.
Let's enjoy it.
And to all those that are going to Shiloh and to camp, please be vigilant. If you carry your child, look out for your child.
Your pocket,
your bag. It's not everybody that is there for the same reason with you. Hey, you
What
know,
else?
children will be missing. So if you know you carry your kids, please careful your
And
bags,
don't park
everything.
where you are not supposed to park,
Everything,
because your
please.
vehicle will be impounded.
We are
That's
family
another
and we are
thing, they will take your
watching out
vehicle
for you.
out. Park where your vehicle needs to be parked,
Yes.
or else it will be impounded. Lagos State, Ogun State, they are still working together, and things must continue to work. Road safeties are there. So do it right so that all will be well with you.
All will
Don't
be
keep
well with
flashy items in your vehicle. This is it. Don't start using your phone when you are
That is
driving.
it, so-
I'm taking selfie. Make sure you are doing it at a place nobody can slap you and take your phone. I'm sure many of us saw a guy that was the hand was held onto while he was trying to snatch someone's phone through while in traffic. There are still plenty. Don't think that one. This one, make sure your phones are kept well. Whether you're in the traffic, be sure that's the best time not to even bring out your phone.
So
And
don't
make sure
bring
your
it up.
bag is well kept between your legs. Very tight. Hey, please, we are saying this for your own good. For those who are in Nigeria, those who are abroad, they do their own too. But we are talking about we here, within Nigeria.
We are family. We are family, and
and
we
you want
love
your
you.
well-being.
Yes,
So
we
that you
want
not be
your
using money
well-being.
for grants and goodies.
That's
Go and start
it.
buying another phone.
Okay, yes, that's what family and value is all about. We talk to you as a family, and that's the bond. All right, let's go on our mini feature, and when we return, our guest is handsomely seated to take us on today's conversation. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. We are reaching out for the stars. I am Princess Joy Eyo Abo. Today's topic is one that we used to talk about, but we've never had a deeper conversation about it, the role of vulnerability in building intimacy. Sometimes you say, I want my partner to be vulnerable around me. I want one who is careless. Let me use that word. But how far can you take it when it's thrown to you? And we have no other than our very own assistant head of this fellowship. Anyone we call him anytime, he will answer us. You know, on Monday we had the head there. Today we are bringing the assistant. Maybe before the weekend we'll bring the head girl. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about no other person than Reverend Mike Olanga. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Aside the fact
Good
that
morning.
he's a marriage counselor, please, he's also a
Good
human
morning.
resource person. You can also meet him for, human resource. I think good morning,
Good morning.
and welcome to the show.
When there's vacancy, call me.
This well. we'll work
Please
together.
off your mic. let me say like the senators. What did they say? Off the mic.
I'm looking for
Okay. Good morning. Good to see you.
You don't know whether it's for me or for my daughter.
I love the way he said it is well. Like it is well.
That's the
I'm
best
sure your phones have been buzzing with, sir, please, this is my CV. Sir, please, can you help me with it?
Well, it's not totally true anyway, but it's just sometimes not that busy.
That
And some
busy,
people
right,
coming
some
for
people.
this job.
Okay, now today's topic, the role of vulnerability in building intimacy. When you have somebody like you who have been in the marriage scene for over 2 decades plus and still counting, it makes me understand when we talk about vulnerability, you know it and understand it better because you've dealt with it over the years and you would really help us. But what does vulnerability really mean in the context of intimacy? Because you hear somebody say this person is too vulnerable. Generally, we use it as, it got to a point that word vulnerable meant like somebody who is careless, who doesn't have a future. This person, I just write you off. But as time grew up and I grew into life, I understand that no, it has a positive insight to that word. So, but in the context of intimacy, what does vulnerability actually mean?
Okay. I want to say thank you once again for inviting me. And also, we thank God for the Christmas season. I really enjoyed the part where Lolo was talking about giving. This season is actually a season for us to give. And regardless of how big or small the gift is a gift. Even Matchbox. I remember there's a time that Matchbox meant a lot to me when the gas striker got exhausted.
Okay,
Man,
yes, so
it's like,
you have to have another
so
option.
that even matchstick, that matchbox
yeah,
has a
it's-
place.
yeah.
So it's
usefulness.
about the gift. It's about the attitude, not the hugeness or the smallness of the gift. It's the heart, that heart. Okay, so that aside, diving into today's topic, very, very crucial when it has to do with relationship. Vulnerability is very, very important. It's a part you can't remove when you're talking about intimacy in relationship. But let's just put a definition to it, at least to help people really understand what vulnerability really means. It's a willingness for someone to be open, to be honest, and also to be prone to emotional risk. You can see that be prone to emotional risk. It involves someone sharing true feelings, thoughts, and also desires without the fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of harm. To put a picture to it, vulnerability is a choice you make, it's a decision you make. Nobody forces on to present another person. An example I'll give is, let's look at a relationship between Samson and Delilah. Samson was willing to be vulnerable before Lady Delilah. Now, it's putting your life out before someone you trust, someone you feel cannot harm you, cannot hurt you, cannot judge you. That was the point Samson got to say, okay, I trust you so much with my life secrets. That is what vulnerability means. You know my weaknesses. In short, I'm giving you everything about my life. So my life is in your hands. You can hurt me. You can do anything you want to do to me. So it takes a while to get to that place. So here is Samson telling her that, look, the source of my strength is my hair. Now the parents, of course, knew that the hair was not to be touched, but they didn't know the reason. But Samson is the only person that knew that this dreadlocks is the source of my strength. So he was willing to let Delilah know, even though we knew it took a while. But that's just to put a picture to, it's for you to lay everything. You don't hold anything back about your life. Lay it plain before the one person you trust, the one person you choose to be somebody who you can just be free with, who you can just be open to, who you know cannot harm you or hurt you or judge you. So that is putting a picture to vulnerability. So it's a choice, it's a decision you make because you feel someone is trusted, someone have got to that level where this one cannot hurt me, this one is my own. And of course it takes a while to get there. So that's what vulnerability is.
Okay, why do some individuals find it difficult? Because they find a kind of struggling activity around them when they have vulnerable partners. Why is it that difficult when they have people like that? They struggle to understand how the person moves or do certain things, the activity that surrounds their partner.
For such, some of them experiences come to play here, and then some of them the vibes they get from such a person also tells, because for every one of us as human beings we have what God has put in us, that's innate conscience that guides us, that tells us. So it's not everybody you are free to be exposed to. There sometimes you're saying something and then that inner weakness, and that's why it's good to always listen to that inner weakness. God has put it there to every human being, whether you're a Christian or not. You have that inner weakness. When you become a Christian, it becomes more voice, more audible. You can really access it, yes, more. So it tells you, don't say that. You just have an unsettling inside of you. Don't do that, don't do this. So for some people, it's just that uncomfortable. I'm not too comfortable with this person because I've seen some things this person is saying. Take for instance, the person might be saying something about someone and this is something I'm not supposed to know. So it means if I tell this person about me, they will do the same thing to me. But so many people don't think that. So many people feel like it's a privilege I'm hearing this. But what you're hearing, you one day to when you see the same person too, we do the same. We do the same thing to you.
Yes.
So it's on that. A lot of people are hesitant. They restrain themselves that, let me still watch, let me still wait. It takes a while because the truth be told, if you choose to become vulnerable to someone, well, like I said, it's that you are accepting that emotional risk. It's a risk, but it's a risk. I just want to take this risk with you. So that's what I feel, yeah.
Now, talking about trust, you know, you brought the story of Samson and to an extent, you made me see it from another view. Samson trusted this woman. Just like you said, is a risk. You give your all to that one person you feel like can't harm you without thought of what if this person changes? What if this person becomes bad? Or something comes between us. Just like yesterday we're talking about cyber infidelity. And you see, vulnerability comes into play when you trust this person to showcase without fear of this person will harm me. And then when the person now uses it against you, it becomes terrible. Now, how can vulnerability help in building trust in a relationship, in intimacy? Because I'm sure that Samson in his life would never trust any woman to come close, not to talk of even, you know, having that conversation, because that one person has dealt with him. And we all have that issues. And that, just like the question Lori asked, some people struggle because, like you said, experience. Maybe I've told somebody something, the person, just like you use nude now, then another person that genuinely wants it, you become very vulnerable. How can it build trust in a relation? How can it contribute to building trust in a relationship?
Okay, yes. We will not rule the fact that a lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people have been abused. A lot of people have been betrayed. Yes, because you learn to trust someone. It took you a while to trust the person, just like you said, and the person used what you said and then to attack you. Yeah, it happens a lot in marriages, especially when couples are angry. That is when you begin to hear things that so you see, remember, see, that's what anger does. That's what anger brings up things, and it's not even you. You are just, just your brain, from this. So you start bringing, hearing things that
you've said.
All those things that you have forgotten.
You've forgotten.
You
are forgiving me now.
Just like one of our guests, I was saying the teenager said the father will always remind the mother, you did 4 abortions, and he's a teenager, have 4 children.
That's really sad.
You'll be saying it in the
presence
of
the
children.
That's really sad. That's really sad. So we can't rule that fact that yes, those things do exist. And of course, we are human beings that have a memory. None of us have amnesia. You don't forget things that happen to you. It's there. It's just that we have the power to control and say, no, I won't go to that department. I was supposed to choose to forgive and to forget it. It's a choice that you make. It's not something that happens automatically. You have to work yourself to it. So now, what vulnerability does is that it helps one to begin to retrace the step backwards. Because when you consider past traumas and then past hurt and pain, there is a possibility of that locking you into that castle. It won't allow you to come out, it won't allow people come to you. So in a way, you just put yourself around and keep reminiscing, it will happen again, it will happen again. It's for you to grow past that trauma, address that trauma. Yes, I know this happened. I know that happened. Could it be that I made a mistake somewhere? Is that something I could have avoided? It's just an opportunity for you to really step back and say, okay, let me recalibrate and see how I can move forward. Because life itself, it's something that is continuing. We are the only ones that want to pause our lives because somebody have hurt us. We want to stay there and remain. Life goes on. Some people that even hurt you, they've even forgotten they are living their life. It's you that is carrying that hurt, and yes, and you are carrying it, and you just play through your life and put your life in a standstill. So it's good to address that hurt, that trauma, and then develop, learn to trust people again, because there will always be a second chance. You always give people a second. It might not happen automatically, yes. Give yourself the time to heal. Give yourself the time to heal. Get over it over time. It's not good to hide it or to suppress it. Speak when you ought to speak. Express when you express yourself. It's part of the healing process, because you're bringing out things that would cause trouble tomorrow or sometime in future. So when you want to be vulnerable, it's that place where you come to say, okay, let me see how I can move forward. Let me see how I can pass this. And another thing again is that shame. Maybe this case, maybe it's something you did that you ought not to have done. Maybe by virtue of one small mistake, one small error, it now became a public thing. So that shame also can kind of want to put you back and not allow you to come to be vulnerable. But it's something you can build yourself and then build self-confidence again and say, okay, I missed it here. It's just for one to acknowledge that, yes, I missed it here. Because that is where the healing starts. That you acknowledge and you agree that, yes, I really did something that I ought not to have done. It's shameful. I'm sorry. I need to give myself that space. I need to forgive myself. I need to begin to build that self-confidence again. That self-boldness again, so that I can move forward and say, yes, truly, I really did by then. And people will bring it up because you have learned to forgive yourself over time. You've learned to develop that self-confidence again. You can easily tell them, yes, I know I missed it there, and it's my past now. Worked over it. I've done this. I'm doing better. It takes courage to actually do that. So these are some things that can actually keep one from being vulnerable. But once you accept and you are willing to say, okay, I can pass this, I can go forward. Life itself is full of a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, and all that. So lastly, this attitude of being perfect also, it's another thing that can serve as a barrier to vulnerability. You know, some people, they just believe in this perfect, I'm perfect, I want everything perfect. The truth is that we don't have perfection on this
We don't
side.
have perfection.
Nobody is perfect. All of us are getting better in every area of our lives. Like someone will say, we are all work in progress. Thank you. We are all work in progress. We are getting better by the day. So it will be a delusion. Someone says, I'm perfect. I want people perfect around me. Well, I tell people, if you want to find perfect, go to heaven. That is where they are.
That's where they are.
There's no perfect. There's no perfect people here.
All right, I'm going to hold you there for a little reconsider question. Let's go on our word of marvel. When we return, the conversation is still going on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Yes, if you're just joining us, you have missed the first part of the conversation, which has been very, very educative. Someone behind the camera said, we learn every day. Yes, if you want to be perfect, go to heaven. That's where perfection is. All right, our topic this morning is the role of vulnerability in building intimacy. And our guest, Reverend Mike Olanga, is still very much here with us. Before we went on that break, Olori was to come in with her questions. So.
Yeah, you know, I first cracked
You first cracked the joke. And I think we're laughing.
Don't replace me. Teach me how to be the partner you want. Okay, if I'm not going to replace you, the person is not asking. I think our Gen Z should please answer this question.
Maybe we should put
How
it as
do
one
I
of our
teach
voice.
you how to have nyash?
Natural process. There are ways. No. That's not even the issue. If it's physical, then
Who told you Gen Z is ready to wait for that? That's not
Yeah, it's
the
always
artificial process.
fast.
They should go through the sharp process.
So there are actually ways. That is just a
Yeah,
joke.
they are ways.
That's
They
a
are.
joke. But
That's a
really,
joke.
there are ways you can teach someone to be who you want them to be.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when you are still in the.
And that's when you're serious and you know
And
that
you are
at the
serious.
end, if you shape that person to your standard, you marry the person.
Exactly.
Not that
Exactly.
you now
Do
have
you
the
understand
Exactly.
now? It's
Exactly.
another thing.
It's another, yeah.
You've shaped the person finish. You now say, I don't want. Another person will come and say, I don't want this one now. It's another
Like
thing.
another thing Reverend Olang said, that what you say in the present, if you share your something with someone,
And you're feeling privileged to hear it.
you are privileged to hear it.
Just have it at the back of your mind.
That will now
One day.
Now, I also had this, you know, I came across a word someone sent on someone's status, one of my friends' status. She said, beware of someone you share you sit down and you talk about people, you know, in the name of we're just talking, and someone told you something and decide to share it with them. When you are not there, I said, then go share your own words.
This is life. What
So
goes
prepare
round
your
comes
mind.
round.
Whatever goes around comes around.
around.
It will turn like this. You can also go at it clockwise.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
beware.
it is.
Beware. Now, my question is this: are there any risk in being vulnerable? Someone can easily ask, she so Lori, now one-way traffic, that won't be. She will just tell you everything. just like that. Are there any risk where you come? You know, there was a day we're teaching a particular topic, and he said, old time religion. I'm sorry, our brothers and sisters in Islam, like we always tell you, family value is all about all of us.
Yes, not just
Christians,
yeah.
but because we are, sometimes we come in. So if you have anything, while the program is on, you can always share with us. Send it on our social media platform. They will bring it to us, and we'll talk about it. We are here to look at it and to discuss it, so that one will not be lacking against the other. And please, if you are a cleric, if you are a Muslim, knowledgeable person about Islamic words, ways, rights, reach out to us. We want you on family and values. We want you, we want to learn, want people to understand, we want to go all the way with you. Now, it's the old time religion. And I was like, okay, if we are operating the old time religion, then the Bible said they were going from house to house to break bread. I'm traveling tomorrow. And you are my brother in the church. I respect you so much. And maybe after service, I say, Brother Land, I'm traveling tomorrow. It's not because I wanted to give me transport fare. But if your mind says you should give me,
and you can't hear, of course.
I'll collect. So, but I'm like, Joy, I'm traveling tomorrow. Not because we are here together, but I just feel like we're sisters, we're brothers. We need to share. And I decided to share with you. Am I being vulnerable? Because some say, if the person didn't tell you, you are just being sentimental by saying the person did not tell you because you share your own. You know, because I share with you. You're not holding your own back. Who is vulnerable? Between you and share and you.
Trying to get who is who between the both of you now?
So, if something happened tomorrow, you say, do you know she traveled and she did not tell us somewhere here together? You now say, hey, please, can you help this brother or any sister? Say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
She
didn't tell me she was traveling.
Yes.
I'll pray with her. I didn't wish any evil. But for you not to share with me, I feel bad. I feel there is no love. I feel we are far apart. I feel something is amiss. I feel you don't trust me. I feel, so who is vulnerable? And what are the risks involved in being a vulnerable person? Please help us.
Yes. So it's a very, very good question, and we've all been in that place. And because of the prevailing things we have now, you know, old time, like you said, old time religion, you are more vulnerable to people than you will be today, because evil actually had multiplied when it comes to today.
True.
Those days, everybody wants your good. You know, there is saying that it takes a whole community to bring up a child. You don't have that anymore today. You don't try to spank somebody's child, you are in trouble. But those days, that's a very good thing you've done. We are all training the child together, but it's different from today. You know, things change with time. So the old time religion may not actually work in this our new setting because of the things that is happening around, because of the evil that is everywhere. And that is why I said earlier on that you should have a check in the inside of you. Because it's not everybody that laughs with you or come to share. Some to share things with you to get some information from you. You might not know. So, but once you have that check in the inside of you, you are sensitive to that check. You will know there's some information I should not divulge. Some information I should not say. Even to the spouse, because some spouses are not mature to handle some things. So we should be selective in the kind of information, and with time, I'm not saying keep the secret, no, but you should be able to know the person you are in relationship with, to know what the person can handle, what the person cannot handle, so that when you are giving the person such information or you are being vulnerable to the person, you know it's for a good cause. You know this person cannot do anything, because not everybody can manage some truth. No, not everybody can. So the person who doesn't share maybe vulnerability, well, has his or her reason. And I will not say it's the best when you're in a relationship. I see you as my brother, I see you as my sister. I should be able to be open to you, at least to some extent, even to my extent.
You know, some people do it as far as you're with somebody. It has happened to me. Both of you are discussing. The person is booking the next flight out of the country, and the person will still collect my earrings and say, and then you now see a video of the person and you say, is this an audio? So I'm on my way out of the country. Please, how terrible! Really, you now feel like you're the witch that wants to monitor the person's life.
You see, that's why I said is that mindset that people have that I'm making progress. I don't need to tell everybody. It's a mindset. Because the truth be told that the number of people you tell can actually form that kind of prayer power or prayer so that you need energy you need to back you up in that endeavor that you do. And even though you say that, and because you have a good heart, God will make sure that if anybody that is there that is bad, he will protect you. But you know, when we now begin to allow the fear to rule us, that is when that thing we fear will actually happen. But if we have the trust in God and trust in our friends, and I'm saying this as a friend, and there's one old man that told me, and I believe it too, I believe it, that people that are open, people that are free, they live long. And she told me, and she said the reason is because of their good heart. God will protect them. Because of their good heart.
Because it's like when somebody puts something and you pick it and with free mind, it doesn't.
He said because of their good heart. They don't need evil intention towards anyone. So if they are open to you and you want to do them evil, it won't work. Because God will protect and preserve them. It's only when that person begins to entertain fear. Fear is what actually breaks that barrier. Breaks fear. Once that person begins to be afraid, this person will harm you, I will not tell this person. And this person that you're saying will not tell has a good intention towards you. But because your friend told you of something that happened some time ago, that's how I told my friend something, and before I know it, that did not work. So don't tell people. Yeah, there's a place for that. That is where that check comes in. Should I say this, or it's not the right time?
Or it's not the right
Should I wait a little bit? So you just check in the inside. If you have that freedom to release, you release whatever is released.
But then, because of our time, I want to ask, how can couples create a safe space to express vulnerability? Because you did say something about couple. You know, sometimes you want to share something with your wife, with your husband, but you're looking at how safe is this thing. You know, you on this side, you might be the type that is reserved as a man. Is your wife reserved?
An introvert, extrovert.
And is she the type that jumps at every little thing? She has called, hey, are you aware that this thing is happening? And you're trying to conceal it until it matures, but she already has blown off. The people are already congratulating. Now, how safe for couples to create that safe space to express vulnerability without anyone getting, hurt or in the process?
Okay, what I would say to that is knowing that partner, knowing what that partner can do and can't do, and that's why it's good you know the person that you have it. You know, Genesis chapter 2, 24 and 25, it's a very beautiful place to look at when it comes to this intimacy and vulnerability. You know, verse 24 tells us that for this reason a man will leave the father and mother and then cleave to the wife, and the two will become one flesh. And then verse 25 now tells us that they were both naked and they were not ashamed. Meaning they got that, yes. So I am here, you've seen me, I've also seen you. So we are partners in this, we are one. So if you have not come to that place, because the thing is that courtship, you might not know a person. You can't. You say I'm still knowing my wife as I am like this.
Now you continue
and see, you keep knowing, you keep learning. And my prayers is always, God help me to understand my wife, because it's not you say you're understanding her. You're understanding the person, something else. You just need to adjust. So I keep adjusting, It's part of life.
So you get to that point where you say it's not a case of safe.
No. It's both. Yes. It's both.
Both.
That is why I say you should know that person, because intimacy. If we want to look at what is intimacy, intimacy is into me. See. So I'm allowing you into my space. I'm allowing you into my life. So see me. I don't have any skeleton in my cupboard. I'm open to you. I don't have any barrier when it comes to you. That's what intimacy is. Now, but to get there, you need to let time tell. Processes go on. You need to understand this person, and it's a lifelong thing. So you know the person, you know how to manage some issues, because like they will say in the business world that look, don't announce your plan too early, because if you do, you might not be able to. Yes, you might not be able to.
Now, I want to ask, vulnerability in the early stage of a relationship set its foundation right?
Okay. Yes.
Because it was what we started with.
Yes, it is.
No, so that okay.
It is setting the right foundation, because I need to understand who you are. You need to understand who I am. So it's a two-way thing. It's not just one person. The two people have to agree. You know, and there's a part of the scripture that says that he that wants friend must first of all be friendly. So I want to be vulnerable to this person. So I should also take the first step to let the person also know that I mean what I'm saying. Okay, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I've done. Can I get to know? You know, one thing will lead to the other.
Yeah.
You know, there are some things that I have said earlier, but because the person is saying something, you will not remember to say that. So at the early stage of a relationship, it is very, very important. That is a good sign.
And you don't think it's a case of see finish at the end of the day?
No, some people take it. That's the
because
extreme.
it becomes a case of see finish.
That's the extreme.
I'll take you back to the issue of the what I guess said some time ago. A woman told the husband, I've done four abortions, and they have 4 children, and their last child is a teenager. Till when my girls, anytime they quarrel, is that not a case of see finish?
It is, and what that man is doing is that he's pushing that woman away, because they won't be in intimate relationship like that, because you always
like I said, I said it will affect emotionally.
Yes, it will.
Psychologically.
Yes,
and even when they are in the other room,
it will because it will keep playing.
It will keep playing.
Yes,
and
keep playing.
you know, it's like you are telling her she's. Oh my God!
She would just do what I call duty, but she's not there. It's just because I have to do this. That's why I'm not doing it because I love you, because I care about you, because I've seen that you do not value me, because you keep bringing back my past. So somehow it keeps pushing her away, and it's not good and healthy for the children as well, because it is not to the man himself. He's not doing himself, because the children too will be very careful with him as well.
That is why you see that some people will leave friends and do not tell you anything about their past. They believe it's their past, because they don't want issues.
That boy will even hold it against
yes, he will.
For him to be able to speak it
because
out.
that's not the way you treat a woman. That's not the way you
your
treat
final advice to her, yes, as we round up on this stuff.
Okay, so my final advice would be that let's try to embrace vulnerability, because it will help us to build trust. It will help us to have a deeper connection when we are in a relationship. It will help us to also see that we are not perfect and the other person is not perfect as well. It will help us to become more intimate, have a fulfilling relationship. So it's something we need to embrace. It's not an automatic thing. It will take a while, but it's a good place to say, look, vulnerability will help me build intimacy. It will help me build trust. It will help me build that time that I can get to be with this person, and I'm not afraid. I'm not shy. I just know this person is for me, and I know whatever I say with this person is with the person.
Okay, so from my side, like I told you, if you can see the positive side of everything, you'll be able to have a richer life.
That's
a richer
right.
life is even when you drink your gari, you'll be content. When you take gari, is even expensive now.
Contentment.
If you just take gari with granite,
Contentment.
you'll be content. You'll be satisfied with a very chilled water. But this is Ramadan, don't lose your voice.
No, that is.
So you can take anything at a moderate and a convenient way, and you'll be satisfied. So please live your life like that, and all will be well with us, because what is ahead of us is better than what we are where we are now. Okay, so look forward. My name is Rumino Olori. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow is Wednesday, and we will be discussing cultivating gratitude and appreciation in marriage. Cultivating gratitude and appreciation in marriage. So stay tuned with us as we have that conversation tomorrow at the same time, 9 a.m. Don't miss it. I am Princess Joy Ayo Abu. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful Tuesday with a difference. Be safe out there. The cold weather is here again. Don't lose your voice like Olori has done.